The following video may not be suitable for children 13 and under. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Enewtabie here today, and we're going to do something very, very different than we normally do. Yes, I do look at Transformers mainline Masterpiece, not really much anymore because I'm kind of getting out of Masterpiece. Legends, love Legends, but this is the first time ever I've done anything from ThreeZero. This is an MDLX SIDESWIPE. It is not really a Transformer. It's a very highly articulated action figure, basically based on a Transformers figure. Very stylized in a way. Seems to be more closer to like what I would say would be a movie version of G1 in a way. But it's got MDLX. Very affordable. The main person is really into these and has done a great job looking at his Deluxe Baldwin. So it's kind of the idea for me getting into this. I don't know how far I go, but I've heard good things about the line, so I want to take a look at this. SIDESWIPE was one of my favorites as a kid. You know, Mirage and Skywarp are my favorites, but I always loved that Lamborghini. Loved this figure, this character. So take a look at this one. It just come out. I got this from Toy Dojo. I've been buying some stuff from them lately. They do a real good job. So we'll take a look at it, go over everything with it. Before we get started too far, if you enjoy this kind of content, please think about subscribing to the channel, like, share. Think about becoming a member. So this is the packaging here. You can see the figure in there. Got some nice stylized artwork. MDLX 3.0. It is licensed by Hasbro, so you know. Transformer SIDESWIPE. And we got SIDESWIPE right there. That looks pretty cool. Flip around the back. You can see some things. Laser blaster, piston, SIDESWIPE, shoulder cannon. So, and then this side too. So that is pretty much it for the packaging. I think this thing has die cast in it too. So let's open it up, take a look at everything it comes with, and then we'll go over like articulation. So if you're watching for the first time, kind of how I do things on my channel is I don't like Transformers. I don't pre-transform and do all that stuff really, unless it's something super complicated. The video you see is me taking it out of the packaging, looking at it for the first time along with you, so you get like honest opinions directly out of the box. I always like to do that sort of thing. So it comes with this sheet here, instruction manual. It comes with a warranty card. That seems kind of strange, but not in a bad way. It's just I don't feel like you see that sort of thing much anymore. But showing some of the accessories, how you swap out the different hands. You got the pistons, like pile driver things, or whatever you call them, for that had in the cartoon. Got that, so you can replace those. Articulation on the foot. Flip around and shows how the shoulder mounted cannon mounts in there and articulates there. So yeah, it's die cast. This thing feels heavy. Also, scale wise, it seems like it's about the size of a true Masterpiece car box. So, and then you've got your different hands, and then you've got your weapons here in your tray. And these are very nice. Look, just out of the tray, they look very nice. So, let's see, can we open this up? Not too much fair. All right. Excuse all the noise. So let's take a look at the accessories. So we've got the shoulder mounted cannon. Wow. I mean, it's plastic, but it's got silver paint, tons of detail. Got a scope here. That's some gunmetal. You got your articulated thing right there, like a little slot. That is very nice. Inside the barrel's detailed. Yeah, I've never had anything from ThreeZero, but I'm kind of liking this. This is wow, dark gunmetal, tons of detail. Look at all that. I mean, it feels solid. It's solid plastic. But this looks like his laser blaster. I don't know the technical name for what it is, like ion fueled dart gun or whatever, but yeah, very cool. And then you've got some different hands right there, and then you've got these pieces here. We'll go over these. Okay. So got that. Nice silver. And then you got this one here. If you want to crunch up some meat. Yeah, I mean, these are nicely detailed. And then you got the hands. So, and we'll go over those. Let's get them out of the tray. Man, I'm impressed so far, and I haven't got to figure out. So this is it's at least good. Good start. We got a fist here with like a holding hand. I guess that's for weapons. And then you got a grasping hand here. Now the hands are fixed. They do not articulate. So just so you're aware of that. But they look nice. Tons of detail, like the joints are all detailed. So it does look like a robotic hand. So that part's good. Now, got the figure. It's wrapped in plastic. Let's remove this tray out of the way. Here. And got a lot of plastic going on here. Yeah, it's got some nice weight to it. We've got plastic here on the joints here. Let me remove this. I don't want to go through all this on camera, but it's protected. Man, it doesn't turn into a car, but they did a good job of like putting the Lamborghini louvers and the wheels and spoiler and all that to tie it into it. So even the exhaust pipes here on the side. All right, yeah, let me get this plastic off and we'll come back and take a look at it. All right, plastic removed, and just feeling it. It feels well made, feels solid. It is beautiful. It is literally beautiful. The paint, the details, like the lines here, just the way it's all put together. And you know, I know it's divisive because the thing in Transformers is I don't want it if it doesn't transform. And I get it, but I'd also say, how many times do you buy Transformers, you transform it, and you put it on the shelf? Maybe you change the pose, but how many times are you going back between robot and alt mode? I would say, I bet you a lot of people don't. And for that reason, that works for me. So, I mean, just well made. I mean, look at the bottom of the feet. You got the ThreeZero logo. Got Hasbro 2024. Look at all this detail. But like I said, the car parts are very cool. You got the inside of the legs. No gaps, no nothing like that. This is like 70 some bucks for a figure. Let's just put it right there. And then bring out the tape measure. And he is right at 6 inches tall. So you get that. Got the Autobot logo on there. The head sculpt is tremendous. I mean, if you were to say, hey, we're going to do a movie about Transformers, okay? And these are designs for a G180s based movie. Okay. Here's what the robot looks like. Fantastic. I'd watch the hell out of that. This looks great. Man, I'm just really impressed by all the details. So much stuff. Gunmetal here in the back of the joints. Back of the elbow joints. And you see how when you articulate that joint, that the way it moves is not a big gap or anything like that. So I guess we need to look at what it can do. Okay, so the head is on like a neck joint here. Can do side to side. can do up. Right there, you see how the neck changes. Can look very much down. Good Lord. Not used to all this on a standard Transformers figure. It can do side to side. You've got a shoulder here that's got this joint here. And see how this here all looks like it's a robot. Robot joints there, goes up. This joint here, you got this shoulder piece that moves up and down. You got a rotation. You've got the window or the doors, I guess, on the Lamborghini that move along with it too. You've got elbow bend, way more than 90, like that. This is on like a ball joint inside there. You pull these hands off, rotates up, down, side to side, all the way around. Wow. But all this detail in here, the front of the car. So bring this up. You got these hip skirts here on like pieces, so they move all over the place, and each one is like its own individual joint. Just so you can move this however you want to. You've got, look at this. You've got ab crunch forward. You've got, do we have a, don't really have a, well, I'm gonna say much of a, you don't really have an ab crunch back, which that's fine. But you got teapot. Look at this. You've got like a forward down, right? And then you've got, yeah, look at that. See how that moves? We've got waist rotation, I know. Or maybe we don't have. Gotta have waist rotation. How does that rotate in? Curious about that. Maybe it doesn't do it because it does so much articulation here. I mean, look at this. That is crazy that you can almost be laying flat. Like I said, all this articulates here. And that looks like a seam joint there. See how this moves? So you can move all this. The legs will go, I mean, up there. It'll go all the way back, and I just popped the one off, which I could see that being one issue, but see how it goes in there. I'll leave that off just so you can see all the joints, and then the leg will go all the way out there. Rotation on that joint. I don't think it has like a real waist rotation. If it does, it's very tight. Oh, okay, there we go. Yep, just tight, but you got waist rotation. I was like, it didn't make sense, but it seems so well that you don't really see where that spot is. Then you've got knee, and watch how the knee works here, I guess. Look at that. They articulate the knee joint in there, so it bends. And then you've got well more than 90 on that, and it articulates back. The wheels move. You've got a rocker here, toe up and down, all that. Inside of the wheels, you can see all the detail there. Probably the only negative I'm seeing here is the hip skirts. I mean, they have to be on the ball joint, because if you're going to do like a lot of movement and stuff, that's just the way it's going to be. All right, let me, let's see. Here's the piece here. Got to figure out how this mounts in. And I'm going to swap out some of the hands so it can hold the blaster pistol. So let me get that set up. We'll come back, take a look at it. Wow. This thing is very, very impressive. I'm literally just blown away. I didn't know what I was, you see videos and you don't really sometimes get the concept of what you're dealing with until you have it in hand. And this is a work of art. It's beautiful. It really is very beautiful. And I mean, I don't care if it transforms or not. Biggest negative, like I said, ball joint here on the hip skirts. Can it be an issue maybe down the road? I don't, but I think if you just kind of move them where you want it to move, Yeah, it is what it is. One thing, so if you want to put the shoulder mounted cannon here, the piece here comes out, and you just pop it back in there, and that's where you can mount it on either side. So I kind of wish there were, it keeps it clean when you don't have it in there, but it also presents you with a problem of having to keep up with this little red piece. So I'm going to put it back in the tray with some of the accessories. Swapped out a holding hand here to hold his gun. The hands are kind of flexible to a degree, so you can slide the weapon in there. But that looks really nice. The cannon looks very good. It articulates up and down. It does not go side to side. Kind of wish you could articulate it side to side to a degree. I don't see that it does. And I don't want to break anything. But definitely goes up and down. And then I swapped out his pile driver here. I call it pile driver. I think that's what you call it. Can't remember what we used it for in the episode, but I remember it. I remember from the cartoon. So the front of the Lamborghini, silver here for the headlights. I still like the way they did all this and kind of tied into car parts. But there it is. It's got some die cast in the joints. The legs here die cast. Pretty sure they feel like metal. The waist, upper abdominal body, I think here. It's got to be die cast. It feels like. If it's not, they did a great job on that. Like how they tied in the joints on all this. So, very solid figure. This will not be my last MDLX figure. I'll tell you that right now. I might go ahead and go on Dojo and see what else they got. I mean, good Lord. This is great. And then the back of it here, you can just kind of see how they did the spine there. So it ties into it, man. And then that even moves there. So very solid offering. I see what the big deal is now. And I will definitely be getting some more of these. And I don't even care for Transformers. This is well made. Man, if they did a movie with like this looking character, I mean, it would be probably the greatest Transformers movie ever. Just solid figure. Very impressed. So, gushed enough. Thank you for watching the video. I do appreciate it. Stay tuned for more content. We got a lot of stuff coming down the road. So, stay tuned for that. Please like, share, subscribe. And think about becoming a member. That goes to help the channel and just continues to buy more stuff so we can review and do videos on it. So, thank you for doing that. And we'll see you down the road.